You trust the mainstream media, like the legacy old school guys? Well, if you don't, you're definitely not alone. The analytics coming from a Gallup study done in 1972 and 2025, and the American people's trust of the media is at an all-time low. 28%. I'm actually surprised it's that high. And I'm in the media, by the way. And for Republicans, it went down to 8%. Not surprising at all, given all the things. But for Republicans between the ages of 30 and 49, it's 6%. 6%. I mean, here's why. How are we supposed to trust them when they flip-flop and like left, right? I mean, it's just too easy. Look at these headlines right here. They go back and forth. There is a million examples of this stuff. They wonder why we call them fake news. I mean, they make it too easy for us. Ross Bennett, comedian, political analyst, entrepreneur, and Cliff Maloney, Republican strategist. Ross, it's just like, how can you guys be surprised by that number?
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's a great day to be a creator, bro. It's a great day because you know what? Like sometimes I look at my numbers on my page and I have better numbers than a lot of these guys, and I don't have $1 million behind me. Yeah. And you know, the longer I go doing this, the more I realize you should kind of just treat your phone and the audience and the public like a FaceTime call. You just share your thoughts and you'll be doing 90% better than all of the media organizations because they're not ever sharing original thoughts. It's all paid propaganda, and we know it.
Yeah, no, that is true. But Cliff, you've got, like with this show, I'm always like constantly, guys, hey, double check anything I say, fact check me, do whatever you got to do, open source it. Because you got people like me on this show, for example. Like, how many times have we said something on my show where we've said, hey, this is going to happen, and then it happens, and then CNN called me racist, sexist, homophobic, bigot, whatever, and we turned out to be right.
Yeah, and it happens time and time again, right? And this is the problem with anybody who's on the right, is that the media will come after you. They'll target you. They will try to vilify you. But their days are over. I mean, look at those numbers. 8% of Republicans.
Pathetic.
By the way, I've knocked tons and tons of doors across the country targeting Republicans. I need to meet these 8% of Republicans that still have hope in mass media because I just don't know who these people are. But of course we lost hope. These are the people at CNN that paled out Joe Rogan's face because he was taking ivermectin and they were trying to get their narrative across.
Yeah.
So these young people, they saw all the BS during COVID. They saw all the lies. And now with alternative media and great shows like yours where you're telling the truth, people are waking up. They want authenticity and they want the truth.
And that's the thing, Russ. COVID is like the perfect example to Cliff's point. All these people, CNN, MS Now, I guess they're called, they get kicked off of their main platform. The same agencies that told us, oh, you have to trust your healthcare institutions, they got it all wrong. And now new people took over those institutions who are actually getting it right, and they got it right during COVID. It's like, oh, those guys, we can't trust our institutions at all. It's like, pick one.
Yeah, well, the left and the right have kind of changed sides a little bit. You know, the left used to be the people who were super, scared about the government lying to you about healthcare and stuff like that. And now they're just all lining up to get their 9th booster. But I don't know if it's still that way, though. You know what I mean? You get enough turbo cancers going around, you start getting a little skeptical, you even don't care who you are. And that's benefiting everybody. I think that everybody's getting more skeptical. Stay that way.
But Cliff, they also, it's just my problem is like, I consider myself a pretty normal guy. Like I didn't go to college, I didn't finish college. I went to the military. Like I kind of talk to people like, my camera crew's in here. They're usually like laughing at something I say. We're having a conversation. But I watch some of these other networks. I do have to watch them during the day to see what they're saying. And I'm like, what snooty people? Like, why would I take information from you?
Yeah, it's so cringe to watch. I mean, I keep it on just to see what my political opponents are up to. But if you really watch The View or you turn on CNN, you turn on MSNBC or whatever these things are called now, you really can't get through it. The guests that they bring on, they talk like they're on a college campus and they're having some sort of academic gaslighting event. Normal people don't want that. And look, I think the Democrats nationally are going to have a major problem because their whole messaging is the mainstream media. In 2024, the American people said, heck no, right? There was such a pushback. And I think what you just said, Carl, it's real normal people. That's where they're losing. They are just completely going in on illegal immigrants and forgetting about working class normal people. I don't know where they go politically from here, but I love that they just continue to double down.
And Ross, that's the same thing. Like The View was like, I don't understand why Pete Hegseth is so obsessed with people in the military being fit. Like they pick a reason that they pick on all of us. Jimmy Fallon, his ratings went like up a little bit and then they came crashing right back down because people were like, oh, I thought he was going to change and he actually didn't. Like, this is why.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not a controversial statement to the rest of the planet. If you have a fat army, I'm fat. I can say it. I'm fat. All right.
You're
if you have a fat army,
Ross,
guess who's not afraid of you? I'm like 300 pounds. I'm 6'1" though. So my wife says I carry it well, but I don't know. I think she's just trying to stay in my good graces. But look, at the end of the day, bro, like every other country on the planet can't do these things that the left tries to shove because it doesn't work. If there's actual villages at war, if there's actual countries at war, you can't have people that are taking hormone blockers trying to figure out their emotional status to be able to perfectly pursue their orders from their higher ups. You just can't do it. It's just not a good idea, and everybody knows it, bro.
Yeah, that's the modern left today summed up. Like, let's push an ideology where 48% of the community commits suicide. Great job, Democrats. Cliff, Ross, got to leave it right there.